Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It is my pleasure to officially welcome you to the 2021 DWU Blue and White Days Coronation.
Once again, we are gathered here to witness the coronation ceremonies of the royalty who will reign over this special and exciting week for Dakota Wesleyan University. My name is Sydney Mackey, and I'm a junior here at DWU, and tonight Maggie Katner and I will be your MCs.
Coronation has a special place in DWU's history, as many of the candidates you just saw went on to lead interesting lives shaped by their time and experience on campus. DWU has graduated many leaders of major corporations, 6 college presidents, 3 United States senators, and numerous pastors. Our campus continues to be a place that nurtures and develops ethical leaders, strong minds, and people who know what it means to take care of each other. Tonight, our royalty candidates are no exception. They truly embody the values and culture of DWU.
Please stand and join us in welcoming the 2021 Blue and White Days royalty candidates. From Spearfish, South Dakota, we welcome Tayven Aga. Tayven is majoring in nursing. He has played men's basketball and serves as treasurer of the Student Nursing Association. Off campus, Tayven works as a plumber. Tayven's parents are Cole and J.D. Herron and Tom and Lindsay Aga.
From Here you go. From Kennewick, Washington, we welcome Brennan Bence. Brennan is majoring in theater and has played football for DWU. He is a member of the Dakota Wesleyan Choir, the Highlanders, and the Scotchmen. Brennan is the recipient of several scholarships and awards, including a DW Presidential Scholarship, CBC Scholarship, DW Music Award, and DW Theater Award. He is the esports team captain and has twice been nominated for the Irene Ryan Actor Excellence Award. Brennan keeps busy working for residence life, campus security, and has a work-study in the theater and business departments. Off campus, he has been employed at Walmart, Caribou, and Starbucks. Brennan graduated from Tri-Cities Preparatory School in Pasco, Washington. His parents are Katie Bence and John Dorr.
From Ethan, South Dakota, we welcome Jonathon Freeman, a double major in theater and music. At DWU, he is in Wesleyan Choir and Highlanders. He plays trombone in the Wesleyan Band, Pep Band, Jazz Band, and Lyricwood. He is a member of the DWU NAFME chapter. On top of music activities, Jonathon has been in every play and musical at DWU in his last 3 years, including the recent original TV sitcom, Hello Hennepin. Outside of fine arts, Jonathon is a student ambassador, is the student philanthropy manager, and is a resident assistant in Coca Hall. Outside of DWU, Jonathon spends his time working in the box office at the Luxury 5 Cinemas and in the Mitchell Area Community Theater. He can also be heard on the weekends on KORN News Radio, FM 101.3 and AM 1490.
From Salem, South Dakota, we welcome Natalie Gottlob. Natalie is majoring in athletic training with a minor in allied health. She plans to continue her education to become a physician assistant in orthopedics. While at DWU, Natalie has played women's basketball. She is a scholar athlete, a member of the athletic training club, has served 2 years as executive leader for the Student Ministry Council, and is vice president of the History Club. She is a recipient of both basketball and academic scholarships. Natalie is an EMT for Madison General Hospital and also waits tables at the scoreboard right here in Mitchell. She is a graduate of McCook Central High School in Salem and is the daughter of Pat and Laura Gottlob.
From Reliance, South Dakota, we welcome Michaela Herman. Michaela majors in mathematics education. Michaela is a member of the women's soccer team. She also serves as treasurer for the Student Senate, is vice president of the Math Club, and is a member of the Future Teachers Organization. Michaela is the recipient of several scholarships, including a trustee academic scholarship, athletic scholarship, and Christian leadership scholarship. On campus, she has worked for 3 years as a Dayton Hall resident assistant. Michaela's parents are Nathan and Tisha Herman.
From Aberdeen, South Dakota, we welcome Grace Imbery. Grace is an athletic training major currently pursuing her Master's of Athletic Training degree. She has played women's basketball for 3 years and is a scholar athlete. Grace is a member of the Athletic Training Club and the recipient of a DWU Trustee Academic and Athletic Scholarship and the DWU Christian Leadership Award. Off campus, Grace is employed as a server at Blarney Sports Bar. She graduated from Aberdeen Roncalli High School. Grace is the daughter of Todd and Shannon Imbery.
From Balaton, Minnesota, we welcome Kaylee Kirk. Kaylee is a nursing major. Kaylee is a women's basketball starting point guard. She has served as a team captain in the past 2 years and received all-conference honorable mention in the 2020-2021 season. She has been a member and officer of the Student Nurses Association and currently serves as the club's vice president. Kaylee is the recipient of an athletic scholarship. She works off campus as a medication aide at the Edgewood Assisted Living and also at Lakeview Golf Course. Kaylee graduated from Tracy Area High School in Tracy, Minnesota. Her parents are Hondo and Pam Kirk.
From Worthing, South Dakota, we welcome Brendan Langbehn. Brendan is majoring in nursing with a chemistry minor. Brendan participates in cross country and track and field and was named all-conference in the 1,500 and 1,000-meter events. He serves as president of the Student Nursing Association and is treasurer of the Conservation Club. Brendan has been awarded several scholarships, including the Methodist Hospital Endowed Scholarship. He works on campus as a nursing and chemistry tutor and has been an ARD in Allen Hall. Off campus, he works as a certified medication aide at Edgewood Assisted Living. Brendan graduated from Lenox High School. He is the son of Wayne and Amber Langbehn.
From Gettysburg, South Dakota, we welcome Delanie Larson. Delanie is a psychology major with a concentration in school counseling and an education studies minor. Delanie is a captain for the cross-country team and sits on the top 10 list of best runners in team history. She also participates in track and field and is a medley relay record holder. Delanie also participates in the Dakota Wesleyan Choir and is a flute player for the Dakota Wesleyan Band. She is a director of membership for Lost and Found Club and a member of Student Ministry Council, Psychology Club, and Future Teachers Organization. On campus, she serves as a student ambassador. Off campus, Delanie works at the Mitchell Area Safe House. Delanie graduated from Gettysburg High School. Her parents are Doug and Jessica Larson.
From Langford, South Dakota, we welcome Mason Larson. Mason is a psychology major with a concentration in counseling and a business minor. He is a captain for the men's basketball team and has been named all-conference honorable mention. Fun fact, Mason is a penny stock investor. He graduated from Langford Area High School and is the son of Susan Larson and Kevin Larson.
From Dell Rapids, South Dakota, we welcome Jeffrey Schuch. Jeff majors in biochemistry with a minor in psychology. He is a scholar athlete and plays for the men's basketball team. Jeff has been named GPAC Conference Honorable Mention. He was recently awarded the NAIA's Dewar Scholarship. He also received the John Wesley A&A Scholarship, the Carhart Prize and Science Scholarship, and the St. Joseph Hospital Scholarship. He's a Student Senate representative, a member of Chaos Club, and a member of the DWU Association of Student Athletes. On campus, he works as a tutor, and off campus, he is employed as a certified nursing assistant at Avera Brady Health and Rehabilitation. Jeff graduated from Dell Rapids High School. He is the son of David and Cindy Schuch.
And from Papillion, Nebraska, we welcome Hannah Traster. Hannah is a double major in criminal justice and behavioral science. She is a scholarship recipient who also helps out with the women's basketball team. Hannah uses some of her free time to work at Caribou Coffee. She hopes someday to be a social worker and is currently applying to graduate programs in social work. Hannah attended Bellevue East High School in Bellevue, Nebraska. Her parents are Jane and Doug Traster.
Please be seated. Congratulations to the 2021 DWU Blue and White Days Homecoming Court. We now welcome Interim President Creasy to the stage to say a few words.
Good evening. Y'all out there? Good evening. This is an exciting evening. I'm so pleased to be here to celebrate the opening event of the 2021 Blue and White Days Homecoming Week. We all know how different and difficult events like this have been to safely arrange and carry out over the last year. And so tonight, we are especially grateful to gather as friends, families, colleagues, fellow students, all of us, to respect a 108-year tradition, DWU Homecoming. Thank you to Andrea Holt and Trevor Sprick and the rest of the Student Homecoming Committee for your hard work in planning this ceremony as well as a full week of homecoming events. As Sydney said, I'm Teresa Creasy, and I have the privilege this year of serving as Dakota Wesleyan's interim president. This week I have the pleasure to attend and participate in many campus-wide activities. As much joy as these events bring me, our employees, and our alumni, this week is about you, the students. This is a week to really enjoy your status as a college student, to celebrate, have fun, and make memories. Making memories is the cornerstone of any homecoming. In fact, it wouldn't be a fun evening if we didn't have a little homework, right? So the actual meaning of the word homecoming refers to a time when past students would return to their alma maters to reconnect with beloved professors, advisors, friends, interim presidents, things like that. It was a chance to see how campus had changed or remained the same, share fond memories of days gone by. DWU is no exception. This week, and maybe even tonight, we will see alumni participating in these events. I want to take some time, and I promise to be brief, to talk about a few of these traditions and the memories connected to them. Royalty candidates, listen up. There are stories you can share when you return to campus for your 10th, 30th, and even 50th reunions. I won't be here, just in case you're wondering, and your 50th. The first Blue and White Day was held on October 1913, more than 25 years after the college opened. Think about that for a moment. The Titanic had sunk only a year earlier. World War I was not even a rumor, and we were several years away from the first global influenza pandemic. The day looked very different that year. It was a single day for games and matches pitting classes against classes. 1914 brought us with the first intercollegiate football game as part of the celebration, which has now become the cornerstone for more than 100 years since. In November 1919, Blue and White Day began its evolution of becoming homecoming as some alumni came home for the festivities. In 1923, 10 years after the first Blue and White Day, Blue and White Days assumed its position of tradition that we now call homecoming. Our royalty candidates assembled on the stage are in some great part of this are part of some great historical company. In 1929, the first Miss Wesleyan was chosen. She was crowned on the steps of College Hall, and her primary responsibility was to lead that year's parade. The tradition of Miss Wesleyan lasted 20 years, and then in 1950, the first royalty was named to head up the festivities. At that time, Miss Wesleyan was moved to the spring and associated with the Scotchman. Tonight, each of you follows groups of accomplished individuals who have sat where you sat. In a few moments, you will watch a slideshow of those former members of royalty, and for two of you, your photos will join that gallery to be viewed by future royal courts. You have been nominated by your peers and voted on by the entire student body. You are leaders in many ways: academics and scholarship, athletics and clubs, worship and volunteerism. Your responsibility this week is to lead the rest of our students and alumni in sports, contests, social events, and fun. So have fun this week. Be safe and know that you are helping to create many memories for your classmates. We know that this night that you will be rightfully long remembered. There will be photos, crowns to take away, even a parade to honor you. It is our hope that in a few years you will return to campus to help a new royalty court celebrate what homecoming is all about: coming home to Dakota Wesleyan University. Enjoy the week, and congratulations to all of you who will be recognized by your group of peers as leaders.
Thank you, Interim President Creasy. Before we begin, we want to take a moment to say thank you to the Homecoming Committee member, Andrea Ho, for organizing Coronation, and to the other members of the Homecoming Committee and student volunteers for helping to arrange for many of the activities we will enjoy this week. Please join us in a round of applause. We'll begin tonight by crowning our Beanie Royalty. Beanie Royalty are freshman students who have already made an impact on the campus community in only a few short weeks. They have embraced DWU's values of learning, leadership, faith, and service, and have shown their true spirit and love for Wesleyan.
These candidates were nominated by Dayton Hall RAs and voted by the student body. Please come to the stage when your name is called.
Emma Christofferson,
Allison Hamilton,
Lane Miller,
Adea Plastow,
Taylor Poyer,
Chandler Pruitt,
Chase Ritchie,
Christian Rystrom,
Jasmine Salcido Santos,
Justin Schumacher,
and Hannah Trumbull. We will be crowning tonight's Beanie Royalty with a blue stylized beanie. Historically, the beanie has signified an enthusiast of sorts. Tonight, it depicts the passion and spirit these students have for DWU. The beanie will also serve as reminders to all of us to keep the bleed blue soul of homecoming alive and full of energy this week.
This year, the Beanie Royalty will be crowned by one of our 2020 Beanie Royalty, Julia Sanderson. Please come to the stage.
It is my pleasure to announce the 2021 Blue and White Days Beanie Royalty, Adea Plastow and Chase Ritchie.
Before we welcome this year's royalty candidates, please turn your attention to the screens for a presentation of past Blue and White Day royalty. Beanie candidates can get off the stage now. Thank you.
Please help me thank DWU Junior Grace Lewis for playing the piano this evening with a round of applause. We will now invite each royalty candidate to say a few words on what Dakota Wesleyan University has meant to them these past few years. We'll start with Tayven Aga. Please come to the podium.
For me, not very good at talking into microphones. For me, Dakota Wesleyan's a lot of family, like feeling, and it all started in the Dayton Hall. They throw you all in, and nobody knows each other, and they just build the bonds that I am so thankful that I have today and will have for the rest of my life. Just an example, Mason, doesn't matter what day of the week it was, what we were doing, what we had, 8 a.m. in the morning, he would come in at 2 in the morning and just sit on the couch, recliner in the middle of our room and have a sleepover and talk our ears off all night. But so sometimes it was like, oh, Mace, I got school in the morning, or go run a 2-mile, but didn't matter. But so that's one of my favorite memories.
All right, I'm definitely not prepared for this, but I could talk for days upon end about all the amazing memories I have at Wesleyan, whether they be from when I was in athletics or in the choirs or in theater with my fellow nominees here. But honestly, the best memory I have from Wesleyan has to be in the lifelong friendships I formed here. Not to sound like a broken record or anything, but that's really what's special about Wesleyan to me. I mean, I see a lot of those lifelong friends sitting out here tonight. My friend Zach, Davis, Jonathon, Jason watching on Facebook, all that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing for me. That's the big takeaway from Wesleyan, and I'm very, very thankful. Even for those not mentioned, y'all know who you are.
I would definitely say for me, some of my favorite memories come from the theater festival that we attend every year. The theater department always goes to this week-long festival, and we always get to see a whole bunch of people from all around the Midwest and network and things like that. So that's been one of my favorite memories of my time here at Dakota Wesleyan. But the thing that really makes Dakota Wesleyan home is our amazing professors and the faculty and all of the staff members. And we couldn't do any of it without you. So I'd just like to personally thank each and every one of you for your impact on not just me, but every one of us standing up here. Thank you.
Besides all the people I've met here at Dakota Wesleyan, all the friendships I've made, I think one of my most favorite memories is my sophomore year. I had torn my ACL, but last year I think just being able to step back out on the court and actually have the opportunity to play with my teammates, my girls again, that was easily one of the best memories I have from Dakota Wesleyan.
So when I was asked what my favorite memory was, it was hard for me to squish 4 years into one moment. I would definitely say it's been the people. For those of you who know me, I'm from Reliance, which is super small. It's like 200 people. So the opportunities were limited. So to come to Wesleyan, be on a sports team, my teammates they're my family. And my residents on my floor for the last 3 years, they've been my homies. So it's been great. Thank you.
So one of my favorite memories that I want to share is in my sophomore basketball season. We got the chance over Christmas break to go down to Florida and play a few games. And after that, we went on a cruise, which was super fun for everyone that was on it. And one of the things I remember, if I remember correctly, we got home. We were gone for about a week, and we got home on Christmas Eve. And I remember my parents saying, like, were you homesick? Like, we missed you. Everyone was home, and I was in the Bahamas in the middle of the ocean. And yes, I was homesick, but one of the things that really solidified that I made a good choice in Dakota Wesleyan was that I made so many great friends and met so many awesome people that they became like my second family.
So my 4 years have been quite a ride. I would say probably one of the biggest takeaways that you could take from this school is that you get a lot of opportunities. My advisor, Joel Reinish, huge shout out to that guy. He has directed me in the right path and everything. But one memory I would say that it wasn't really a specific time or day, but going to all of TJ's football games with two of my best friends, Jada and Michaela. Like I said, there wasn't really a specific day, but I'm going to remember those days for the rest of my life.
I would say my favorite memories from Dakota Wesleyan are have got to be game nights in the Corn Palace. Obviously, I play basketball, and seeing the Corn Palace rocking and with a ton of people in there is my favorite memories.
Well, when I first came to Dakota Wesleyan, I was kind of, to be honest, a punk little kid. So when I came and started to play basketball, I got humbled really fast, and I learned that I'm really not that great. So it's been one of the best memories for me is just that people have pushed me and never let me slip up. They've always held me accountable, and they've made sure that, Mason, you do have to listen to people, and you do have to do what people say. You just can't do what you always want to do. So it's the best memory for me from Dakota Wesleyan. It made me grow into a man.
So when I think about DWU and how it's kind of different or stands out, I think of the opportunities, and the opportunities we get here is faith, friends, being a leader on sports teams and different groups. When thinking about my favorite memory, it was having the opportunity to go down to Peru for 2 weeks on a mission trip, and the lives we touched down there at the orphanage was something, it's life-changing really, and I am glad for the opportunity, and that's how DWU means to me, and it's different.
So let me tell you, Dakota Wesleyan, they are a fun and outgoing campus, and I've been super impressed with the instructors and how they push you to be better and provide so many opportunities for you. And some of my best moments on campus are hanging out with my fellow nursing majors and hanging out with the golfers.
Well, if you know me, I'm a talker, so I can't just choose one memory. I have to choose two. Being in sports, I mean, obviously a lot of my memories stem from basketball, so a couple that stick out are my freshman year at the national tournament. We're playing in the Final Four game, and we're in overtime, and the starting point guard fouls out, and I'm shaking in my shorts, and I know when I'm coming in. And I know Coach looks at me, subs in, and she could just see the fear in my eyes, and she grabs my head, and she's like, "It's your time to shine, kid." And I'll always remember that. I'll always remember that saying, and that ended up being the last time I ever got to play with her, too, so it's always been a special memory for me. Now, on the other hand, a funny one that maybe don't even want me to share, but last year we were on a road trip for basketball, and our poor bus driver dropped us off at a restaurant. And actually, me and Grace are the last two to get off the bus with Coach Christensen, and we're walking in, and we just happened to turn our head and watch our bus driver back up and try to get out. Well, our back bumper clipped the front end of a bumper that was in the parking lot and drug it across the parking lot. And me and Grace look at each other, look at Coach, he's like, "You don't say anything until I figure out what we're gonna do." So the rest of the dinner was a pretty interesting one, but I'll never forget it.
Thank you all. The individuals you see sitting on the stage tonight are remarkable students who have served as representatives of their class. They have made the most of their time at Dakota Wesleyan, not by only learning their respective areas of academic expertise, but by being fearless leaders in their sports, clubs, activities, dorms, and classrooms. They have strived to reach outside of their comfort zones and discover what the true meaning of life is. Above all else, they have served their community, their teams, and their peers. They have upheld what it means to be a true-hearted Wesleyan Tiger.
Candidates, will you please stand? We will be announcing our two Royals in alphabetical order. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in congratulating Michaela Herman as 2021 DWU Blue and White Days royalty. So you can go up, Michaela.
Now for our next royal. Please join in congratulating Mason Larson as 2021 DWU Blue and White Days royalty. Congratulations to our 2021 Blue and White Days royalty.
Thank you for coming to the 2021 Blue and White Days coronation. Immediately following our ceremony, we invite you to enjoy refreshments and fellowship in our lobby. There you will also find a selfie station for photos of you and your favorite members of the homecoming court. Afterwards, please make your way outside toward the southeast part of campus for the traditional burning of the W at 8 p.m. in front of Christian Athletic Center. We also encourage you to stay tuned to DWU social media for highlights that will be posted throughout the week. Check out the Blue and White Days schedule on the DWU website. Lastly, we ask all candidates to remain on the stage, both homecoming court and beanie court. We also invite any past candidates to come up to the stage after the ceremony for photos. Thank you and have a great night.